Okay, I'm going to give you some high probability swing trading setups that anyone can do. It's a set it and forget it. It's a passive trading style, and it's perfect if you've got a job, if you're at uni, if you're studying, or if you're like me and you want a life outside of trading. It's good. It's good for all traders. And yeah, let's get into it. So the first one's on the daily chart. Now I don't really have the patience for the daily chart. I like the 4 hour a lot more, but this is great if you've got a full-time job. You don't want to be at the charts much, and it's also really good for stocks, by the way. Yeah, it's really good for stocks. We'll get an example on later on, but I'm on GBP USD. And what you need two indicators. That's it. And it's essentially just the exponential moving average. So we're going to trading view. You get the first EMA, and then click it again because you want two of them. And then what you want to do is you want to come to settings here. Right, it's a nice and easy setup, this one. You want the 10 EMA here. And then for the next one, you want it to be 20 EMA like this. And then just change the color here. I'm going to put it red just because I like red, but yeah, make sure it's a different color, otherwise you'll get confused. And yeah, just like that. Now what you want to do is when the 10 EMA, so the blue line, crosses the red line, you're bullish. And when the blue line, so the 10 EMA, or when the red line, sorry, crosses the blue line, you're bearish. Like this, right? Like this. Right, we cross here and we're bullish. Cross here and we're bullish. And what you're going to do is whenever you get a crossover, is you're just going to enter the trade. Right, you're on the daily chart, so you're going to wait for the candle to close, and you can literally just set up an alert on TradingView. And once you've got the crossover, all you're going to do is just take your entry, right? Let's zoom in a bit more. So you see how we've had the blue and red crossover. You take your entry, put it at the nearest low, because we're going long, and just aim for a 2 to 1. Right, just a 2 to 1. Nice and easy. So you aim for your 2 to 1 like that. Nice and easy setup, right? You got the blue line crossing the red line. You're bullish, and then you enter. Nice and easy. We've got another entry here, right? See here. Let's get a bit closer, actually. Blue line crosses the red line. I know it's a bit hard to see. What you're going to do is you're going to enter right away, and then put your stop at the low. The nearest low, and just aim for a 2 to 1. Just a simple, easy setup, like that. Boom. Stop should be here. Nice and easy. You can aim for like, a 3 to 1 and stuff. A 2 to 1's probably best. Just get the money and run. And yeah, here's a bearish example here. You've got a moving average crossover here. So as soon as the red line goes above the blue line, you're bearish. And it crosses over here. So you're entering. Right, well the candle's going to be here. So you're going to enter here. And you're going to put your stop. Either at that high or this high. Whatever high you think's best. And then you just aim for a 2 to 1. Like that. And you get yourself. And it's actually really accurate because ICT himself said this is how you determine daily bias. If you're unsure, you've got these indicators. That's all you need to use. So yeah, I've got a video on just this, like using this for daily bias. But yeah, this is a very good setup. It's a very good setup. The only issue I found with this is you sometimes get, you see how the red line slightly crossed over the blue here. You sometimes get a little bearish setup here, which is annoying. And this would probably be a loser, like that. You're aiming for 2 to 1. That's a losing trade right there. Right, you're aiming for 2 to 1, like that, and you're losing trade. And you know what? It's trading. It is what it is. But that's an easy setup that anyone can do. And okay, we're on Meta. We're on Meta Facebook, as they used to be known. And yeah, we're on the daily chart still. I'm going to give you another example. You see how we have the blue line crosses the red line? That means we're bullish. What we're going to do? We're going to enter. Nice and easy. Enter there. Put your stop at the low of this. This is a bit of a mess, this one. You could even have it here. And just aim for your 2 to 1. Not sure if we get it because we're still in live price action. No, we're probably about to get it. We're probably about to just, do something like that. Nice and easy setups. Nice and easy setups. And I think if you're going to use this strategy, it'd be really good on stocks. I think it'd be quite good on stocks. You can use it on Forex, but you're going to need a huge watch list. Let's just do AUD USD. Let's do that. Let's just get forex.com. Like this, like perfect example. You've got the crossover here. There's your entry. Stop at the low. Aim for the 2 to 1. Right. This is how it would look like in live price action. I think you've just missed it out, which is annoying. But yeah, remember the only downside to this is a daily chart, so it's going to take a while. But this is a high probability setup. High probability setup. And ICT himself says this determines daily bias. Okay, and for our second setup, it's very, very similar to what we've just done. But instead of entering on the daily chart, we're going to use it as like a filter for our bias, right? So as soon as the blue line crosses the red line, we're bullish. And we're only going to look for longs. And we're going to do it on the 4-hour chart, which is my favorite chart. So you see here, let me just mark it out for you. This point right here, we have a crossover. Right, the blue line is now above the red line. That means we're bullish. That means we're bullish. So we're only going to look for longs. And you notice how we haven't had the red moving average crossover, the blue moving average. That means we're still bullish. As soon as it crosses over again and the red's above the blue, we're bearish and we're not looking for longs. But we know we're looking for longs and we're on the 4-hour chart. Right? Let's go back to this point. And what you're doing at this point here, is that you're looking for the first crossover we get. And we get one here. Right here, we get a beautiful crossover. And what you're going to do is you're going to enter. You're going to enter right here on this candle. Put your stop at the low. Aim for a 2-to-1. Nice and easy setup. Nice and easy setup. And you're only going to look for longs, right? You're only going to look for longs throughout here. You're not going to look for shorts here. So let's go up here. You see here, we've had the red line above the blue line. So technically, you could say, oh, well, we're bearish. And this should be my entry, right? Stop it here. Aim for a 2-to-1. And you would be right in this instance. Maybe with spread, who knows? But because we're bullish on the daily, by this blue line, we're bullish on the daily, we're only going to look for longs. So the highest probability is long. And if you look here, we get another crossover, like that. Another crossover here. Entry there, stop there. Aim for your 2-to-1, and you're done. Nice and easy setup. Nice and easy setup. This could be an easy bread and butter setup for anyone. And yeah, I think this is a good setup. The only issue with this strategy is consolidations. That's the only thing I'll say, right? Because you'll get consolidations like this, and you'll get lots of crossovers, and you'll enter, and it will just chop around, and it will hit your stop loss, and it'll go slightly in profit, and then reverse against you, and you'll be in that whole thing for ages. And yeah, it's best to avoid in consolidations, like all strategies. Basically, you want to avoid consolidations. But other than that, it's a nice, easy setup, and it's all framed on the daily chart. So if you're like me, and you don't really want to trade the daily chart because it's too long, the 4-hour chart's for you. The 4-hour chart's for you, and you can use this strategy if you would like to. And yeah, make sure you always backtest it, get some confidence with it. But this is a good setup. This is a good setup, and you can make money with this. Okay, and now for my favorite strategy, the optimal trade entry. And I absolutely love the optimal trade entry because it's so easy, so simple, and yeah, let's get into it. So an optimal trade entry is literally just a Fibonacci retracement, and I'll just get the path tool just to show you what we're looking for. At its most basic form, it's just buy the dip and sell the rally, right? And we're in a bearish trend here, so that we're going down, and all it is you've got this going down, up we go, and then you're looking to sell. You're looking to sell anywhere around here. Let's get the risk to war tool up, anywhere around here, and I like to aim for 3-to-1. That's the logic behind the optimal trade entry. Is you want to ride the higher time frame trend. You want to just follow the trend. Right, remember, the trend is your friend. The trend is your friend until the end. The trend is your friend. And because you're on the 4-hour chart, you don't have to worry that, let's say you're on the 5-minute chart and you're like, oh, we're bearish. And then you go on the 4-hour chart and it turns out, we're bullish. You don't have to worry about that because the 4-hour chart it's the higher time frame, and it's essentially, you can see the daily moves already. And yeah, all it is, the optimal trade entry is, let's just remove this. It is a Fibonacci retracement from the swing high to swing low, like that. Like that. And then you enter, or at least I like to enter the 0.705, this light blue line here. Like that. And then a 3-to-1. Nice, easy, simple. This is my favorite entry pattern. And I'll just get the settings up. Oops. Just get the settings up for those who want to see. That one. 0.705. That's all you need to enter on. And yeah, this is my absolute favorite bread and butter setup. Bread and butter setup. And optimal trade entries are lovely. They're lovely. And what makes them higher probability is you want to zoom out and you will look for lows. You want to look for lows that we're targeting. We've got some liquidity here. See this low here. Right. And if you see also, this line is around $27 because we're on silver here. These big numbers, these big figures are absolutely crucial because there's so much liquidity built up there. Because a lot of large funds will have they'll have their stop losses around the $27 for silver, and a lot of other funds will start buying silver at $27. So these big figure numbers are so important. Yeah, so that's a high probability setup, an optimal trade entry targeting liquidity. And yeah, this is very similar to the strategy I trade, except I like to look for a bit more confluences. And yeah, if you want my personal trading plan, which I use, which has took me literally years to build, very similar to this, the link is in the description. And yeah, it's got all my back testing, all the journaling, it's got everything in there, everything you need for a profitable strategy. Now, I can't promise you profitability because you're gonna have to control your emotions, but everything's there in that trading plan, and I went through hell and back to get that. And yeah, check it out if you're interested. If not, all these models should work. But yeah, if you want my personal trading plan, which is very similar to this, which I trade personally, which has took me years of sacrifice to get, which I've spent tens of thousands of hours, I've lost girlfriends, I've lost friends, all that stuff. By all means, check out the link in the description because there'll be something there for you. But yeah, all these strategies can make money. Just find something that fits you. Find something that fits your personality and then cling onto it desperately. Desperately cling onto it. Do not let your mind get involved. But yeah, for those who are interested, my trading plan's in the description. It's got all my back testing, it's got loads of journaling, lots of psychological things that will help you. Right, that's the end of the video. Please like, subscribe, leave a comment so more and more people can see this and you can be one of the first few subscribers on the channel. Yeah, you can brag about that for the rest of your life. I'll be almost as impressive as you being a profitable trader. But yeah, until I see you next time, take care, guys, and peace.